Most people think of hydrogen as simple, just the smallest element, the first on the periodic table. But in biology, hydrogen is pretty much everything. It's the spark of life, the carrier of charge, and the true foundation of hydration. Hydrogen is what makes water alive. Without it, oxygen is just a reactive gas. Add hydrogen, and suddenly you have H2O, the liquid crystal that forms 70% of our bodies volumetrically and 99.9% of our bodies molecularly. Every biochemical reaction, every breath, every movement of energy through the mitochondria depends on the transfer of hydrogen. In physics, hydrogen is a proton, a packet of positive charge. In the body, it moves like an electrical current flowing through enzymes and membranes, powering the production of ATP, the currency of cellular energy. This flow of hydrogen is what keeps your cells charged, hydrated, and coherent. It's literally the movement of life force through matter. When that hydrogen flow breaks down, so does everything else. Water stops structuring properly, the mitochondria slow down. Oxygen becomes dangerous instead of life-giving, producing oxidative stress and reactive oxygen species instead of clean energy. And this is where the conversation about cancer becomes crucial. Cancer cells don't just divide uncontrollably, they operate in a different electrical state. They lose their ability to use oxygen efficiently, a process called the Warburg Effect. So instead of creating energy through clean mitochondrial respiration, they ferment glucose in the cytoplasm. That's what gives cancer cells their acidity, their swelling, and their chaotic growth patterns. What few people realize is that this entire metabolic shift is also a hydrogen problem, first and foremost. In healthy cells, mitochondria strip hydrogen from nutrients and pair it with oxygen to make water, the cleanest energy process in biology. In cancer cells, that hydrogen flow collapses. Hydrogen isn't transferred efficiently. Oxygen isn't reduced properly. And the system backs up with reactive oxygen species and lactic acid. The result? Dehydration at the cellular level, not from lack of drinking water, but from a breakdown in how the body uses hydrogen to build structured water inside the cell. So this is why true hydration is not about how much you drink. It's actually much more about how well your mitochondria can generate metabolic water from hydrogen. So every time you burn fat or carbohydrates efficiently, your mitochondria are making this pure, structured water internally. And that's the water that fills your cells, supports electrical charge, and keeps tissues supple and resilient. When hydrogen flow is strong, cells stay energized and coherent. When it's weak, you see inflammation, fatigue, premature aging, and the metabolic chaos that can lead to degenerative disease. Restoring hydrogen balance is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to bring the body back into alignment. You can think of it sort of as relighting the pilot flame of metabolism. And this is why I love hydroxygen from Cellcore. It is a concentrated liquid source of bioavailable hydrogen and oxygen that helps restore redox balance and cellular energy production. Hydrogen supports mitochondrial respiration, neutralizes oxidative stress, and it recharges the same hydrogen pathways that go offline in things like chronic illness and cancer metabolism. So it's a simple tool, but it works at the deepest level, the level of charge, hydration, and life itself. Because when hydrogen moves freely, energy flows. And where energy flows, healing follows.